Decorations should be nearby. You'll need to light them to gain an audience with Akuru. Should suffice. Time to meet Akuru. Do what you need to bend him to our will.
beacons are lit, and the ancient rites are observed. I am a Koru, Beast Lord of Onderon. You have shown your respect. Now speak your purpose here.
King Petrif needs your warriors to help him attack the capital.
We have heard of the king's squabbles with his nobles. Nothing on Onderon is hidden from this world's true masters. I'm not surprised that Petrif would seek outside help. His blade has never tasted the blood of his foes. But why should I help a fool against his enemies? I have no love for any of them.
This is your chance to prove you're stronger than Petrif and his enemies put together.
Perhaps so. But do not enter another's home and tell them to prove their strength without proving yours. You have honored our traditions thus far. Honor them a final time, and I will consider your request. You will face my mightiest war beast in ritual combat. Then we will see what you are truly made of. Croshelok! Feeding time!
Haha! I'm honestly a bit impressed. No, not that. The name, Crashalok. It's actually a pretty clever pun, if you speak ancient Onderonian. Crashalok. Classic.
A fine display. You truly do possess the spirit of Onderon's warrior legacy. I will rally my best fighters. Your foolish king will have his war.
Your help will be appreciated, and well rewarded.
We need nothing. To finally trample the fools of the capital beneath our heels is reward enough. Untamed, hear me! The hour of our vengeance has come! Gather your weapons! Harness your beasts! Today, we show the galaxy the true strength of Onderon!
I'm telling you, an idiot doesn't come up with a pun like that. Or speak a forgotten language. Insane? Perhaps. Xenophobic? Bigoted? Murderous? All fair. But he's not an idiot. Not the bigger idiot, anyway.
Debating relative idiocy, are we?
They can't decide who's more foolish, Petrif or Akoru.
Really now?
Onderon, your conquering king returns. After this day, none will question my power. Excuse me?
He said you're sure to win, oh mighty king.
I am indeed. Our noble forces await us. To war!
Between Petrif and Akoru, the capital's security forces should be adequately distracted. While they attack the main gate, my droids will blow open the city wall near a sewer bypass. That will be your entry to the Orbital Defense Cannon's control center. Once you destroy the Republic fleet in orbit, our victory on Corellia will be one step closer.
Where will you be during the assault?
Remotely directing my droid commandos. They will supervise Petriv and Akuro to ensure they stay on task. After all, I wouldn't want to waste all this effort we've put into undermining Onderon's government. To that end, once the fleet is dealt with, you should regroup with Petriv and his troops. If you aid them in defeating Senator Nibet and her Republic allies, Petriv can rule unchallenged as the Empire's puppet. Onderon would be ours.
You think he'll survive long enough to even reach the palace?
With our aid, I have no doubt. I will deploy my droids to clear a path. Good luck, Commander. This will be a day long remembered.
They know we're in the sewers. You'll need to move fast. Reckless fools. They'll collapse the whole city on us. We need to get past that cave-in. Look around, see what you can find. Explosive chemicals. Are you certain? I suppose we don't have a choice. Good luck. It worked. Hurry! You must reach the orbital controls inside the palace.
Feeling a bit better now?
Stop the invaders! fight if we must. It is not too late. Surrender. The Force guides me.
Is that better?
It is not too late. Surrender. Strike now! It is not too late. Surrender. I have failed.
Defensive cannons activated. I'm targeting the Republic ships now.
On control, this is Captain Person. Hold your fire! I repeat, hold fire! You are attacking friendly vessels!
I say again, Onderon Control, you are hitting Allied ships! Cease fire! Cease fire!
We're done here. The Republic ships have been wiped out.
Outstanding. You have exceeded even my most aggressive calculations. Meanwhile, the Republic's chances at victory on Corellia have decreased at least 43%. Unfortunately, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the King's assault has not been as successful. I believe Petrif and Akoru have breached the palace, but the last of my droids have been destroyed. I have no visibility. Please, meet them in the throne room. Ensure the greatest possible victory for our Empire. Savik out.
Is that better?
Onderon will return to the old ways, the pure ways. Your blood will wash away centuries of desecration.
You don't fight for Onderon. You fight for your own bigoted agenda. You fight, and you lose.
His loss is my gain, Nabet. I've beaten you. I've won. Did you really believe you could steal the throne of the great King Petrif?
Steal your throne? What in blazes are you talking about?
No sense lying now. Your treason is over. I've won.
You fight for the Empire. Petrif, what have you done?
I have secured the prosperity of my planet forever. Now I rule Onderon, not the Republic and not you.
You're a pawn, Petrif. Don't you see? You've doomed our world!
Don't worry, Senator. You won't live to see it.
Ha ha ha! The throne is mine! Onderon is mine! You, step forward. Your service to my rule shall never be forgotten. The people of Onderon will cheer your heroism for centuries to come.
It's been an honor serving you, King Petrif.
You shall always be a welcome guest in my palace. Now then, so many matters to attend to. I must take stock of things. Please, inform Darth Savik of our great victory.
I've confirmed it with my own sensors. Total destruction of all Republic ships in orbit.
And without a single Imperial casualty. You have served your Empire well indeed, Savik. Empress Asina will reward your ingenuity and loyalty.
Savik has done an excellent job. Her plan was well conceived and flawlessly executed.
Without you, this would not have been possible. I am fortunate to have worked alongside you. With Petrif as our puppet ruler, Onderon's resources will help ensure the Empire's future.
Resources are not our most urgent concern. Savik, you will depart for Corellia at once.
Yes, Lord Malgus.
Another fleet of Republic reinforcements is docking at Megshar, as Darth Vowron predicted. That will be your next target. Ensure another victory, and the Republic will have no hope of stopping us.
So, what's our next stop?
Set course for Megshar.
Ah, we know it well. A mined-out asteroid converted into a fueling station. We would love to join you. If you think your alliance has room, of course. Please? Please?
It's been a pleasure working with you again. Welcome to the Alliance.
Wonderful.
I have a shuttle prepped and ready, shall we? Commander, welcome to Megshar, outlaw crossroads of the galaxy. Darth Shah. I'm pleased we finally have an opportunity to work together. I've heard such delicious things about you. I served your old ally, Darth Vowron. He asked that I aid in supervising this operation due to my experience with the galaxy's criminal element. This intriguing specimen is a member of the Brothers, our key allies on the station. They've provided the Empire with quality slave labor for many years.
It is our great honor to take those without value and give them value, to give labor to those without purpose.
It's good to work with such loyal supporters of the Empire.
Loyal and deferential. The ideal partners for a mission like ours. Our goal here is more complex than it might seem. Let's step into the operations center to discuss the details. Wait, there's some... What? Oh!
Una hukta tabatata.
Who in blazes was that? Chase them down and find out.
You're kidding, right? Lord Shah still in one piece?
Oh, yes. The Force was strong with him. Pity he didn't stand a chance. For a Sith to defy the Empress and attack you during a top priority mission, you must have done something truly stirring.
This didn't feel like an assassination attempt. Something else is going on.
Intriguing. But a mystery for later, I think. We'd best return to the mission at hand. Shall we?
Ah, old friend. Such a pleasure to see you again after so long. I overheard something of a commotion. Is everything all right?
Someone attempted to kill our dear guest.
An assassination attempt? On you? I'm amazed that there's anyone left in the galaxy who would even try.
I'm not convinced it was an assassin. It felt more like I was being tested.
Really? I shall task some of our people with tracking the assailant down. I would love to learn more. Now then, Shah, let's go over what we've planned.
A Republic fleet key to the defense of Corellia has taken position nearby and intends to purchase fuel from Mekshar in order to continue their journey. It is our task to ensure that this fleet never reaches its destination.
So we stop them from refueling?
Unfortunately, that wouldn't fulfill our Empress's command.
If the fleet cannot acquire fuel, they'll simply consolidate what fuel they have into their most powerful warships and send them on. We do not have sufficient vessels to prevent this, and we must make every effort to stop the entire fleet.
Then we lure them in and attack them while they transfer the fuel.
Just so, old friend.
Major Anri, explain your discovery.
It just so happens that a perfect weapon is built into this rock. All we have to do is take control of it. See, this place used to belong to the Hutts, till their slaves revolted and kicked them out. Now Mekshar's neutral, run by the 5 biggest crews on the station. Huttbreaker, she led the revolt. Well, She wanted to be sure nobody could show up and steal what she and the other slaves just won. So they put in a fail-safe. It fires a pulse that neutralizes all the fuel in Mekshaw's tanks, plus whatever's in the fuel lines, and any ships attached. We could even juice the pulse up a bit. Make it strong enough to ignite the fuel everywhere but the tanks. Fry every ship in the fleet.
Perfect. How do we get started?
The decision of whether to sell fuel to the Republic fleet hasn't been made yet. It depends on a majority vote by the top 5 crews. It falls to you to persuade them to vote in favor of selling the fuel, to help the Republic walk into our trap.
Fortunately, you have the perfect opportunity to get started. Brother?
Huttbreaker hosts a celebration, an auction of pointless material wealth gained without effort. The 5 strongest crews are invited.
You join our dear friends at Huttbreaker's auction. Ensure that the crews vote in favor of selling the fuel, and help the Republic slip its head into the noose.
And what will the rest of you be doing?
Major Anri will be acquiring some special items we'll need later. Meanwhile, I will make a show of myself around the rest of Mekshar.
We shall lead our enemies to suspect we're planning a direct assault, so they do not look too closely for other dangers.
I will remain in contact, should any other urgent matters arise.
And watch your back. At least one of these crews is already in the Republic's corner, or the fleet wouldn't have come here in the first place.
Best of luck.
Commander, Shar told me you were on your way. We're waiting for you inside.
Fancy meeting you here, boss.
We were catching up with Theron and Lana, and they mentioned you were here. Figured we'd lend a hand.
We've cut a few deals with these people over the years. With our help, you'll know just how to play them. They'll vote however you want.
I'll be glad to have any information you can give me.
Just doing our part. If you're ready, let's head inside. All right, first up, Huttbreaker. Revolutionary leader, liberator, and unofficial queen of Mekshar. Her crew runs the main docks.
She won't need much convincing. Selling that fuel will bring in a small fortune, but that only stands if you keep the peace. You get too messy with any of these gangs, Huttbreaker will lock things down no matter how much she stands to make. Keeping Mekshar safe is her top priority.
All right. Darth Shah said that one of the crew leaders is a Republic sympathizer. What can you tell me?
Junker Jot, retired Republic Navy. His people handle maintenance for all of Mekshar. They're the reason we've got air to breathe and a nice view that doesn't kill us.
Jot doesn't really have a crew, just droids and other engineers like him. But without them, this place literally doesn't work. So they get a seat at the table. Needless to say, the Republic will get his vote to refuel, so no need to get involved there. Better to focus on the other crew leaders.
Why bother with the others? Huttbreaker and Jot will vote in the Republic's favor. We tell the brothers to do the same, and we have a majority.
The brothers' relationship with the Empire is no secret. If they suddenly vote to sell fuel to the Republic, it will seem way too suspicious.
Yeah, it's more of a hassle, but you'll need a vote from one of the other crew leaders to keep the Republic from looking too closely.
First is Veek the Snake. He runs a Rhodian smuggling ring, the Harrido Wald, one of the biggest operations in the galaxy.
Veek's a businessman. He can be anybody's friend if there's an upshot for him. Just have to figure out what he needs and make sure he gets it. The other crew leader is Indigo, Mandalorian. Well, ex-Mandalorian. Same with his crew. They're called something like Darmanda.
They're mercs and gun runners. Indigo has some kind of rivalry with Veek, so it's a good thing you only need one of them to vote your way.
Is there anything else I should know?
We'll keep our eyes open for any other big players, but I'm sure you can handle these guys.
Looks like Hutbreaker's about to give her big welcome speech. Let's find a good spot.
Meksha! How are you doing tonight? Look at us! We are surviving! We are thriving! We are turning this tiny rock into the beating heart of the galaxy! Just a few years ago, we were slaves. Now, we're masters. Imagine what we can become in just a few more years! All we've got to do is stay us. Be what we've been so far. We keep the peace, we keep the balance, and we keep moving forward. We've got the whole galaxy laid out in front of us. Everyone else just doesn't see it yet. All they see are the soldiers, politicians, Sith, Jedi. All the people who think they run things, who think their wars decide who's in charge. The truth is, they'll never be in charge. They'll never really run things. You know why? Because while they're busy killing each other, we're making deals, making friends, expanding everything they buy so they can blow each other up. We're selling and getting richer, stronger. By the time they stop and do the math, it will be too late. Because there will be a lot more of us than there are of them. And then, it will be us calling the shots. So stay the course, my friends. It only gets better from here. Welcome to Meksha. Did you enjoy the speech?
I can see how you were able to inspire the rebellion against the Hutts.
Well, the Hutts did most of the work for me, if I'm honest. Someone just had to fire the first shot. Now then, please, enjoy our hospitality. Have a drink on me and keep the peace. You can keep the peace, yes? I have your Sith friend's word on it.
The Sith aren't known for keeping their word or keeping the peace.
Such cynicism! Commander, Mitaweder, Jedi Knight.
It's so rare that we can step away from the war for a peaceful chat.
Just because nobody's shooting at each other yet, doesn't mean the war isn't here.
The two of us have a prior appointment, I'm afraid. Please, enjoy the auction.
I know you helped Malgus on Ossus. You picked the wrong side. And you're going to regret it.
The Republic is never going to win. You must see that.
What I see is one more Imperial lapdog.
Master Jedi.
See you around.
What do you want?
Not much for small talk, are you?
No, I'm not. And I gotta hurt you on either. We wouldn't be talking unless you wanted something. So what is it?
To the point. Let me return the favor. I'm looking for some help. Interested?
If you think the Armando want to fight and die in your little war, you're out of your mind. We're doing just fine on Mekshar.
I'm here to get your help with our operations on Mekshar. No fighting needed.
Interesting. Depending on the details. Look, this isn't a good place to do business. Too many years. Maybe the cantina later, and we'll see.
Keep on walking, I got nothing to say to imp lovers.
Chonky faguta, geopora, geotokakise. De mote que casa, do bonyelis di otto. Chai con kunta chichai.
It depends on how well you treat your friends.
Makipuna male tutta, od mishka. Conchita, chichakta. Kusa mala chikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta. Kobane puta, taise jeskusku.
I'm curious. What's your stance on fueling the Republic's ships?
Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurun. Kliskataka, yos oska uka pakuta. Makipuna male tuta, od mishka. Mitisa roda, kopana cha porco utmangisa?
It'd be better to discuss this in private.
Bampaula kavaji otto.
What do you have in mind?
Chubulawa michade sula. Kafsta undile, jigo hola lukuta. Tungi machechu, kuti nankihe. Wanawa de bloto wichawa.
Ah, there you are. Have you learned everything you need to complete our plan?
Yes, I'm done here.
Splendid. I hope your time was illuminating.
How'd I do? Too scruffy? Just scruffy enough?
Scruffy isn't the word I'd choose.
I couldn't agree more.
Gonna do a hit and run on Jot's turf a bit later. Need to keep the old crank from realizing who's behind it. Just need a few more sets of gear for the rest of my boys and we'll be off.
I've rather loudly let the actual Nova Blades, as well as the exchange, hear that I'm hiring extra muscle. Word should spread quickly.
I'm on my way to meet with one of the crews we need to vote for the refueling.
Wonderful. My master knew you were the one for the job. Well then, we all have our tasks before us. Shall we reconvene in the Brothers' territory later?
Well, well, you showed up. I prefer doing business here. Better drinks, no dress code. Industrial waste disposal in the back if there's trouble.
Are you trying to be funny?
People usually like that one. Or they immediately turn and run. Both work for me. It was a joke. You can relax here. Sit down. Let's continue our little discussion.
You're in a much better mood than you were at Hutbreakers.
Well, it's hard to cut loose in a room full of people who'd flush you out of an airlock if it made business sense. Here I get to sit in my corner, bartender knows how to make them, and people don't pretend to like me. So, yeah, let's start with what exactly you want from me.
I want you to vote in favor of selling fuel to the Republic.
You want them to refuel? I don't know what your game is, but I don't need to. You know how this works. You do a little something for me first, and I'll consider it.
How can I be sure you'll hold up your end? Vote first, then we'll discuss payment.
Or maybe we don't make a deal at all. You're the one who came to me, remember? Here's my situation. You know that slimy little roadie in Vic? Runs a smuggling crew? He's been raising prices on me, and I'm sick of it. Profits are thin enough without that bug-eyed scammer butting in. I want him and his bodyguards dead. No witnesses, no chance the Darmanda gets to blame. I know the guy who's next in line. Done business together. He'll hire some of my guys as bodyguards, and I'll be in a nice spot. So, there it is. Take out Vic, and the vote's yours.
You can count on me. Vic is as good as dead.
Take this communicator and get somewhere out of the way. Buzz Vic with it, and he'll think Hutbreaker's calling for him. Use it to call me when the job's done. Once I see it with my own eyes, we'll be golden.
Mitisa roda, kopana cha porco utmangisa? Monkiki ato cha kampat noka, chisa bicha.
Kanji Williati Mada.
Job's done. Good. The vote's yours. Good luck with your war.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
Commander, am I interrupting anything?
I just finished convincing Indigo to support our plan. What do you need?
Perfect. Remember when I mentioned that hit and run on Jot's territory earlier? Well, I've got my squad ready to move. Last thing we need is you.
What do you mean?
Jot's crew handles maintenance for everything in the station, including the failsafe system that roasts the fuel. He'll have a schematic for the failsafe on his computers. We need that data so we can modify the system to juice it up like the boss wants. My team hits Jot's place first, so he thinks pirates are trying to run off with some of his repair droids. While he's out chasing us around, you sneak into his HQ and grab the data. Sound good?
Send me the coordinates and I'll make my way there.
You got it. Before we dive into this op, I have to tell you, I feel like Valron's playing games here. Treating those creep slavers like they actually matter. Hell, playing nice with any of the locals. Boss's eyes are on more than just the mission, I'm sure of it.
You were a slave once. How do you feel about slavery in the Empire?
Being a slave was horrible, but it motivated me to be the best, to make myself more. That's what the Empire's all about, isn't it? Still, if things had been different, I could have got a lot more years soldiering in. Probably a lot of good soldiers died working in a mine or something, before they got their chance to really make a difference.
The weak are meant to serve the strong. The Empire wouldn't exist without slaves. It's as simple as that.
If we fall apart without them, maybe they aren't the weak ones. All right, I've burned enough of your time. I'll move my people into position and we'll be ready to start when you are. Amri out.